Hey, hey, welcome to This is Private Practice. It's Monday, the 3rd of September. Somebody made spring disappear from us. We had it for a day and then it's disappeared. It's lucky to have gotten above 12 degrees Celsius here today, which is cold. And we would really like spring back. So if you've got our Australian spring and you're hiding it somewhere, could you please release it? Because we would really, really like it back. So here we are at the start of a brand new week. And if there's anyone from the US watching, happy Labor Day long weekend. I know you've been on Facebook because you've been interacting with some of my posts today. And I'm sure that most of us spend a little bit of time mindlessly scrolling through our feeds when we're having a bit of downtime. And I made a post this morning and I wanted to talk about it a little bit more because I think it's important. It's obviously got some people thinking and it's got some people feeling encouraged and inspired. Hello, the lovely Faye Gorman. I made a post this morning about the stories we tell ourselves, and I've become very aware over the last month of how much energy I waste being anxious about the wrong things. And I guess it takes a fairly major trauma or a big event in our lives to help give us this perspective. And I've had an inkling about this for a while. So if I take writing this book for an example, if I had used all the time that I thought and anguished and worried about the book, and if I took that time and actually used that time to spend the time writing, the thing would be written. And I'd probably be very proud of it. And I probably would not have the story in my head about the book at the moment, which is it's old news. Nobody's going to want to read it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. If I publish it, people are going to think I'm an idiot. Therefore, I shouldn't do anything. Therefore, I am bad and I'm not worth anything. That is how that story spirals out of control for me. And I know I'm not alone. I know that we've all got stories. So on the post that I put up this morning, we've got stories about, am I good enough? And if I'm unwell, how do I stop? And what happens if I don't stop? And I know that we all struggle with being hyper functioning when it comes to responsibility. If we don't look after our clients, then are we letting them down? And if we're letting them down, what does that say about us? But also, what care are they not getting? It's not the same levels of anguish that people who sell widgets or plumbers or solicitors, I don't think have. Because if we don't work with our clients, they could end up worse. They could end up sick. They could end up hurting. And every single one of us are in this to make sure that we do no harm and that we want to help people. So this balance and this tension that we're constantly holding around how do we care for ourselves and how do we care for our clients and balancing that tightrope, it's a never-ending conversation. So if you have worried about sick enough to not work today, if you're sick enough to ask the question, then you should not be working. If there's any chance that you are contagious and could share your germs with someone, please don't. That's just a public health announcement. If you are overtired to the point where you are mindlessly scrolling through things or trying to find easy things to do, or you can't remember where you put your keys, or all of a sudden you found your pen in the refrigerator, stop working. You're tired and you need to stop. And it's okay. Most of us who are watching this video are not working in crisis care. And even if we were, we would do the things that we needed to do to manage the crisis in the moment. And then we can take a step back and we can look at how we manage ourselves and look after ourselves post-crisis. If not, we get awesome people involved to help us learn how to do that. Well, what other stories do we tell ourselves? Well, I can tell you that a lot of people in private practice are telling themselves stories about money. There's not enough. There's never enough. It doesn't matter what I do, there won't be enough. Even if I had all the clients in all the world, there wouldn't be enough, because if there's not enough money, I can't pay my bills. If I can't pay my bills, I can't feed my kids. If I can't feed my kids, then my husband, my wife, my partner, my dog is going to leave me. And all of this becomes so automatic for us that it's almost bypasses all of the frontal lobe activity of our brain. It bypasses the filing system in our brain, and it goes straight to our amygdala because we don't feel safe. So if I'm unwell and can't work and can't look after clients, does that mean there's something wrong with me? Therefore, I am not safe. If I am not making enough money, if I'm not seeing enough clients, if I'm not managing myself well and I can't see clients and I can't manage money, then people are going to leave me. I'm going to be abandoned. These stories that we tell ourselves cause unnecessary stress because we're bypassing this frontal lobe. We're bypassing our executive functioning because we're human. And just because we're the experts in mental health and just because we're the experts in behavior doesn't mean we're immune. It means that we can give ourselves a break and we can recognize what's going on. I was really proud of myself today when I recognized the escalation that was occurring for me. And it started at about 1 o'clock this morning when I wasn't sleeping and I was disrupted by my sleep. And I kept going, my God, I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. And if I'm going to be tired tomorrow, I'm going to let people down and I'm not going to be able to keep up. And I've got such a big week going on and I'm going to let all these people down and I'm going to get tired and I'm going to get sick. By 6 o'clock, it was like my brain had run a marathon. That was really, really unhelpful. So I'm proud of myself for not buying into that fear around not being good enough or not having enough time or not having enough energy. Because what I actually did was interrupted my own boom-bust cycle. I interrupted the boom where I was going to be hyperactive and hypervigilant until I busted. And I can see so many of us doing the same thing. So for those of you who have said, I'm sore and I need to stay in bed, good on you. If you're unwell and you can't work, just let us know and we'll want to look after your clients for you or help you find someone to help look after your clients for you. These are really important conversations, and this is the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritty of running a private practice. It's not about it's not all about Google Analytics and Facebook pixels, and this is the stuff that matters. Because we matter and you matter. And I met this incredible occupational therapist today. I'm so excited to be working with her. And her passion is to make sure that she can get her message out about transitions in life from an occupational therapy point of view and from a functional decision-making point of view. And she's so passionate about the fact that she knows she's called to do this. And that lights me up. So it wouldn't have mattered how tired I was today. That conversation was going to refuel me and re-energize me. And that's one of the antidotes to burnout that I'm writing about in my book, by the way, where when we are doing the work that we're called to do, that we know without any doubt that this is the work that we are supposed to be doing, then we will do what it takes to look after ourselves and we will do what it takes to serve our clients. And we're going to learn how to do that as our needs change and as our life transitions change and as the things around us change. We're health professionals, we're not robots. And I saw the future of robots in health last week. Don't know if I want to be a part of that, in all honesty. But I can tell you, lovely health professional watching this video today, you're not a robot, you're a human being. And I am really grateful for the great work that you do. So this week I do have a busy week. I have a lot of delivery tomorrow. I'm training my team on the last training session we've got booked on delivering the fatigue management program, which is awesome, seeing that we've got referrals for it coming out. Oh, it's getting exciting. And I'm actually working with my tribe of women business owners this week and spending some time getting me out of the detail and the minutiae of my business and thinking a little bit big picture and more creatively and trying to bust through some of the barriers that I'm feeling in my business at the moment, which all have to do with my mindset and not to do with the circumstances that I continue to blame. Funny that. So I'm looking forward to talking to you this week and sharing with you. I'll be in the city tomorrow, so I wonder how warm it will be. Check in for your next Sydney Blue Mountains weather update. Bye.